Hello, everybody. My name is Roberta, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here we are today as I do this recording, it's start of a fresh new week. It is January 17th, and we also have today our first full moon of 2022. We have the full moon in Cancer, and it's peaking today around 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so there is a lot of big energy, a lot of deep energy, into our emotions, into the sensitive parts, the watery, intuitive parts of ourselves, diving us really deep into our innate wisdom, our innate truth, what is real. There has been a lot of astrological things moving lately, things that are happening that's really shown us what we are done with love. And this full moon in Cancer is definitely asking us to bring love and compassion and mothering and nurturing energy to what is surfacing, what is coming to us through possibly dream times, through conversations, through messages that we are receiving personally, downloading into, or those that around us are saying, that we're getting messages supporting us about what really wants to speak to us, what wants our attention right now. And this illumination, this full moon, is really helping us to see, to feel, to hear what that is, what parts that we're really ready to say goodbye to. We collectively, this world, we are going through a massive change, a massive overhaul, a great reset. We've had 2 years already of a lot of things we didn't really expect, but we're here, we're still going, we're still navigating, and we have this fresh new year that's going to bring some other challenges, other things for us. And I know we don't want to hear more challenges. We're kind of like fatigued out from 2 years, but we're pushing through. We're moving through something very, very important, very potent. It's a game changer in the world. Some countries are feeling things more deeply, more uncomfortably. Some other countries are like, what's going on? Some people are going, what's going on? Everybody's at a different state of how everything's being viewed, but we are definitely going through something massive, and we are going through it personally within ourselves. We're going through it within those closest relationships, our dynamics that surround us on a daily basis, with our careers, with our community, with our family, and it just starts expanding out to beyond, to wherever we may live, into our country, and then collectively, globally outwards. So a lot's going on. So this is my second weekly. I am setting the intention for the next, for this fresh year, to see how it will go, to just Mondays connect in what's the energy for the week, what's here to support us. I'm using tarot and oracle cards. These are divination tools. These are tools that help us connect with source and spirit. So I'm working with the divination, with the message, with the guidance, intuitively with these cards, and also connecting and opening up to the messages that I collectively hear through the ways that I channel and receive guidance and support. So remember, as I do my readings, these are for the collective. Some of this will resonate with you, some may not. Trust in yourself. Trust what feels like there's a resonance. You know what is best for you. These readings are here to support, guide, help, to offer clarity during these times as we navigate these deep changing waters. So this week, the week of January 17th to the 23rd, we are kicking off, like I said, with this full moon today. We have a shifting of the zodiac seasons, a shifting of the elements happening on Wednesday, the 19th. The sun is moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. We're moving from the earthly plane of Capricorn to the very air, mind, communication, values and collective energies of Aquarius. So I find I notice those shifts within those seasonal astrological days when the sun is shifting through them. Obviously feeling lots of the feels of this full moon. So I thought, let's get a theme. Let's get some, what's the theme? What are we working through? What do we need to be aware of for support and guidance for us for this fresh new week here in January? So I have pulled out 2 of the Moonology decks, and along with a few other cards, but the other one I'm going to use for support and guidance for the week is Kyle Gray's his new light activation gateway. Gosh, what's it called? Gateway of Light Activation Oracle card. Whew. I always post what cards I use in the description in the order that you see me use them. So getting some support and guidance for us for the week of the 17th to the 23rd of 2020 here in this beautiful January month as we shift through from Capricorn to Aquarius. Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh, that feels really important and powerful. I don't think I've ever pulled that card. I always love when I get a card that I have never pulled, I've never seen. Would you think by now, after I've used that deck for a lot of years, that one I just pulled out the card. Yet nothing is set in stone. We are moving through a lot right now. So here, let's get some support to go with that. New moon in Capricorn, which we've already had this year. That's what we kicked off this month with, was a new moon in Capricorn. So there is step up and lead. Oh, that's just perfect. Perfect because, I mean, I think most of my posts lately through my social media, I have been saying this a lot. Step up, step in, step up. Time to be the leader. Time to lead from your truth, your wisdom. Nothing is set in stone. Things are still shifting. There's just so much still moving, and we're going to see a lot of big movements this year of 2022. There's going to be a lot of change, a lot of contraction energy, but also stuff that's going to move us and expand us. Some people are going to find this a very challenging year. Some of us are going to find the ebbs and flows. How well can we ebb and flow, continue to keep moving with these changing times? So we're getting nothing is set in stone. It's a mutable moon, so change, movement. And with the new moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. What kind of portal energy are we moving through? What's being activated for us as we shift through this week with this full moon portal, along with shifting into a different astrological weekend? Funny, that's the card. There was a card that flipped out, and that actually was the card that flipped out. So it really wanted to come out. Lemurian seed codes. It says embracing sensitivity, your uniqueness, living with grace. This seems so important, especially with this particular full moon in Cancer, because the Cancer sign it's a water sign. It is deep emotions. It's ruled by the moon. It has mother energy, nurturing, intuition, knowing self, living with grace. It says here, your uniqueness. It is time for us to embody. So it feels like we're going through this portal with this full moon in Cancer that's like almost like, I can almost see it like an activation, a clearing that's moving through us, the light energy of this full moon, and as moving into our new astrological season of almost helping us to be more aware of who we are, allow those energies, the emotions that may feel more sensitive. It says embracing sensitivity definitely can feel more sensitive. Our emotions can feel more, intense right now because it is the full moon in Cancer. That is just the natural sense that's the medicine here for us for this week. So lots of shift shifting. Things are still moving. Nothing is set in stone. Step up and lead. Whatever change, what you want to be creating, you got to step up. You got to know who you are. You got to live with grace. You got to own your uniqueness. Oh, honestly, this really powerful, beautiful week that I really feel like we're shifting through, and knowing, I follow a lot of the astrological stuff and other planets, other things are going on. I feel like if you've been feeling the last few days, even leading up to this week and into now, like just a lot moving. Of course, Mercury has gone retrograde. So there's a deepness, a powerfulness of this particular Mercury retrograde. If you feel like there's just been stuff moving and shifting and trying, allow that yourself to flow and move with it. But also there is I feel like as we process this week, there's going to be a lightness. Okay, I'm ready. Almost like a reach, like we're freaking ready to go again. Here we go. So bask in what you need to be in, soak into what you need to be in, because we're getting ready to how we want to set the course for this new year for ourselves. So let's see what the what cards are supporting, guiding us to give us a bit of extra support. Last week I did a kind of divine masculine and feminine energy. You know what, I feel like this week I'm going to do a card for every day. That's what's calling to me right now. And then we'll just do a little conversation between the divine masculine and feminine for the week. So I'm going to do 7 cards, tarot, 7 cards, to see what is coming up, what the energy and the messages will support and feel and flow through this week. So starting today on the 17th, we're here and work our way through this week. So Monday, whoa, we don't need all those cards. Tuesday, yeah, there's a breakthrough tomorrow. A little confusion, feeling a little weary possible today. So Wednesday, choices, decisions. Thursday, resurrection for us, moving into the new. Friday, the Page of Pentacles. Saturday, the King, or sorry, not the King. I thought that was the King. That's the Emperor, which he is a king in his own being, in his own space and time, in his own essence. And then on Sunday, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so let's go through this. So today, Monday, there is the 5 of Swords. This is what we're getting here. And so in this particular deck that I'm using, I'm choosing what's resonating, what decks and what I'm bringing forth that feels aligned for us for this week. This is Light Seers deck, which I use quite often, which I love, is one of my favorite. And I love the artwork here. And when we move into the energetics of what's being presented here, we have, something squawking, this crow, this raven on his shoulder. He's like holding his head, right? There's others, 4 other crows that are flying around. He is in his mind. There's confusion. There's like a back and forth. That's what 5 is, this shift, this change. Sometimes this internal battle, this choice of what direction, and a lot in our mind. But this card also shows what he's going to rise up. He's got almost like this path, arms up here. And if you see this little image in the back here of this person, arms up, stretch, has made it through something. He's on like this little peak. There's drops. So what I honestly think is like from the battle of what has been had to be wounded almost to get to something. And there's this light that rising up. So there's this choice within our minds. What do you want to choose? What's getting stuck in you, in your mind, that needs to be elevated? Get yourself outside. Be with the moon today. If you're someone that works with the moon, I certainly do. Allow that moon to illuminate. Allow the sunlight. If you're getting sunlight today, allow the sunlight to help you move and clear. And just come into yourself. Move out of your mind is the message. They move out of the mind and just sink within deeper into you and allow this beautiful, powerful moon today to help you. We move into tomorrow to Tuesday, and we get the Queen of Wands. She is in her power. She's sitting here, a light, hope, activation, arm raised, like she's holding strongly victory. She is embodied within her fiery emotions, what lights her up. She's got all these beautiful options of light and kind of candles and everything around here. And it's almost like we're going to pass through this day, this Monday, into something that's going to help us feel more enlightened, more power. There's going to be something firing within us that we need to remember within us. And then we move into Wednesday. This is when the zodiac changes over from Capricorn to the new season of Aquarius. So we're moving to this air sign, and choices, decisions, and exactly what he has. He has all these choices. What will fill up his heart? The cups. What will emotionally fulfill? What choices do you need to make for yourself? And then on Thursday, this is the judgment card here, the release, the acceptance, the resurrection of self and soul, and starting to rise into what the next is for you. Thursday feels like you're going to start to feel this, almost like they're releasing a bit of 2021, of this first 3 weeks or so, this month. And there's something lifting and rising off of you. As you get into Friday, we get this Page of Pentacles, new beginnings, new choice, like a message coming in that's very tangible, like something coming in the tangible world, meaning something in your life you can hear, you can see, you can touch, of a new message that's coming in for you on Friday. Saturday, we got the Emperor, solid, knowing self, feeling action oriented. I feel like Saturday is going to be a very action oriented, like you're going to want to move on some energies. What is it that you want to start to put in place? Maybe making some wise choice decisions, plans for yourself. There might be that feeling on Saturday of wanting to have that stepping into like a permanent ownership of something, of choices that you're going to make. And then we move into the last day of the week on the Sunday, and we have the Queen of Wands. It's like, I feel like there's a big exhale on Sunday. There's a sinking into your heart, into your emotions. Nurture yourself on Sunday. I'm hearing like, allow yourself to be in the depths of the intuitive waters of yourself, what you know, of your heart. And there's something like a flushing, a washing, and a present moment. We go from very divine masculine energy to very divine feminine energy. So action, and then a within and knowing and intuition. So those are the feels and the themes that are coming through this week. Let's do a little, what are the top notes of the divine for the divine masculine? So remember, divine masculine, divine feminine, we have both aspects within us. You can also be looking at this between you and your divine counterpart. So just what is the divine masculine navigating this week? I'm going to ask for 2 cards that they're navigating. The World, that's a good thing. Ending, a new beginning, fulfillment. But a bit of a battle here. 5 of Wands, right? We have the 5 of Swords over here. So what are you preparing for? Because there's a battle there, right? A battle with what you want, a choice, a decision making. What skills, abilities, what do you have? How are you moving forward? It's almost like I hear getting ready for the battle. But you have so much power here, the World, with this final card of the Major Arcana, like everything is ready to start a new cycle. Are you fresh? Are you ready? And what skills do you need? Because there's a skill building here in this card. What do you need? How are you going to move forward for yourself. And let's see what we get here for the Divine Feminine. Let's grab these cards. Let's Divine Feminine navigating. 2 cards for her this week. She's got the Empress, which is obviously going very beautifully with the Emperor energy here, the Empress. And also Death. So she has, what she's navigating through is stepping into her own power, her own wisdom, knowing herself. The harmony, the beauty, the flow within herself, the abundance. This card in this deck is this beautiful woman that's like she's pregnant with the earth, with the world itself. So what is in your basket? What is full within you? And what is that rebirthing? Because this card here has the Phoenix rising on it. And the Death card. What is rising up for you? I feel like there's for the Divine Feminine, there's definitely a rebirthing, a shifting for her. But same with the Masculine. I mean, these cards are both saying like there's this shifting, this empowerment that's happening. Divine Masculine is kind of looking at things a little bit more skill oriented. What are the abilities? What you got? Where she's looking at like what's within me and what is rebirthing, what's coming to light within myself to prepare myself for this journey of 2022. Beautiful. So what is the conversation? I always like to do a little bit of the conversation between these two. What is the conversation? What would the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine know? What would the Divine Feminine want the Divine Masculine know? Of course, you can use this for relationships, as I was saying, but there might be, you can look at this as the integration within yourself, right? The action-oriented, the mind, to the intuitive side, to the trusting. What is the blend? What is the conversation between the two here? The week of the 17th to the 23rd of January, 2022. Divine, oh, this card come out. Divine Masculine. Feminine. 2 cards there. Okay. So she's got Page of Pentacles there. And she's also got the 7 of Wands. Make sure I have that right. Or sorry, that would be the 9 of Wands there. She's at the end of a journey. She's ready to start a new journey, for sure. And she wants Divine Masculine to know that. Divine Masculine saying, hey, I'm ready to start anew. My mind's getting clear. I'm making a choice. I'm making a decision. Something is starting new, and I want you to know that. And then this card came flying out while I was shuffling, and it feels like it really wanted to go with the masculine there. And it was the King of Swords. Interesting. Both of them wanted 2 cards, and the King of Swords. So this is just empowering, like the end of this cycle here with the King of Swords and the beginning of a new choice. King is so clear. He's sitting in his clarity of what he wants and how he thinks in his choice. And this Ace is saying, hey, I'm making the choice, I'm coming in. We're making the choice, we're getting clear, and we're going. Divine Feminine is saying, you know, I've been carrying a lot, I've been through a lot, but I'm ready to step forward into life. I'm ready to start to tangibly come back into this life, into this world, and start a new beginning. I start a new choice. And I have a message. It feels like she has a message that will come in for the Divine Masculine. And he has, you know, this new beginning choice that's coming in very powerful with thought. And this might even be that the Divine Masculine might be sending more communication to the Divine Feminine via, you know, other ways than actually verbally hearing them say. You may hear them say it, but there's could be other possible ways of communication that you might be receiving from the Divine Masculine if you're looking at this as a relationship. And the female, the Divine Feminine, though, she's like, I'm actually you're gonna physically see me come in and with this new beginning within what I'm choosing. There's an anchoring in physical world. He's making choices for forward movement with more clarity in his mind. So divine masculine seeming very clear. So even the divine masculine within yourself is getting very clear. All the messy energy, thoughts, worries, there's a truth and clarity coming in. Divine feminine, she's been a little more like, oh man, I'm feeling a little beat up, a little washed around, but I'm ready to get clean and clear and get going again. So there's the divine masculine and feminine energy. And I'm just going to do a little card since this deck seems to be sitting there talking to me. Just a little self-care for us. A little message. This is the cute little Whispering Woods deck. So it's just a small deck. Just a little card for us to guide us and support us. A little nurturing message. Oh, because who doesn't need a little nurturing right now, especially with this full moon in Cancer. So message for us collectively for this week of January 7th to the 23rd. Strength. When your roots are deep, you need not fear the storm. When your roots are deep, you need not to fear the storm. Get strong within yourself, guys. That's what I'm hearing. You know, anchor in to knowing who you are, your truth. Step up, lead. Things are still moving and shifting and turning. Know your strength. Know that there's, you know, this beautiful flow. Even by the end of this week, there's more power. Strength. When your roots are deep. When you know you, when you take the time to hear you, to cleanse and clear and get strong, you need not to fear the storm. And yes, we are living in a storm type energy, right? Collectively. You need not fear. Know thyself. Anchor in. The more you are in line with who you are and your truth and your wisdom, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. So I hope that this brings you a little support and guidance for this new week that we are having. I wish you guys all the best, and I will connect in with you for next week.